Hoosac Valley High School is the setting for tonight's matchup between two of the powers statewide in Division 5 as the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes host the Springfield International Charter School Bulldogs. Welcome everybody. I'm Tim Murray alongside of former Drury head coach John Franzoni, bringing you action tonight from Hoosac Valley High School. And Coach, this is one we're looking forward to as this Springfield Charter School, they're ranked 3 in Division 5 in the state, takes on the 6th ranked Hoosac Valley Hurricanes.
Yeah, another tremendous matchup. We have 9-2 Springfield going against Hoosac, who's won eight in a row, I believe, and
right.
Just playing some great basketball. It's hard to believe we were here on January 13th, saw Hoosac beat Wacona in a great game, and they only played once in the last 18 days due to the crazy Berkshire, Western Mass weather. So hopefully that's probably the biggest challenge that Coach Frederick has tonight, just making sure his team's ready after not playing too many games in the last 3 weeks.
Right, and Hoosac Valley will be faced with having to deal with one of the finer forwards in Western Massachusetts, and that's Alicia Mitchell, just a junior. She averages almost 21 points a game. She's tall. She creates all kinds of issues offensively and defensively.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup for Hoosac's post players with Gabby Billets and Taylor Garabedian inside. They're going to have to defend her and find a way to stay out of foul trouble. And I think that's, I imagine the key for Hoosac's defense tonight is not getting the ball into her, putting some good pressure on the guards for Springfield, and similar game plan and attack as they did against Wacona, where they really had some difficulty against the pressure Hoosac put on for the whole 32 minutes.
Right. And, of course, Hoosac Valley, they are led by their forward, Taylor Garabedian. She scores at 11 points a game. But this is a balanced scoring attack for Hoosac Valley as they really have several players who are able to score the basketball and shoot the basketball. And we saw that in that Wacona game, John, where Hoosac Valley got a lot of big baskets from a lot of different players.
Right. I mean, they had 4 players in double figures that night, and led by Garabedian and LaShure, like you mentioned, but also they got 10 apiece from Billets and Shea in that game. So they really, that's I think a key for Hoosac, is they have nice balanced scoring and getting it from all different members of their 8-player rotation. And
once again, it's going to be up to that Hoosac Valley backcourt, John, not to fall victim to that pressure that Springfield has shown their ability to pass with. And it's tough because they have that, they do provide some pressure, and they have at the back line Alicia Mitchell, with her size, so it's hard to score even when you break the pressure.
Right, with her in the back of I'm sure of their zone, it's easier for the guards to get up in pressure, and we saw it in that JV game between Hoosac and Springfield. I just got over that the pressure can be difficult sometimes to get over half court when they're that quick and that aggressive to the basketball. So Hoosac's going to have to force turnovers on defense, but they're going to have to take care of the basketball and be strong with the ball when they have it going in their offensive end.
Well, this should be a dandy of a ball game between these two fine teams, Springfield, ICS, and Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. And now we're going to pause now for the introduction of our starting lineups.
Hoosac Valley promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and all spectators. We ask your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and the grounds removed from the gym here tonight. Artificial noisemakers, horns, bells, or whistles are also prohibited and will result in the removal from today's competition. We thank you for your cooperation. And now let's meet your starters. First for the visiting Bulldogs. Starting at guard, our freshman number 1, Deanna Hodge. At forward, a junior number 4, Sarah Pierce. At forward, a junior number 12, Alicia Mitchell. At guard, an 8th grader number 21, Jayla Witherspoon. And at forward, a junior number 22, Alexa Davis. And head coach of the Bulldogs is Tyrone Reed. And now let's meet the starters for your Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. And then forward, junior, number 35, Taylor Gallaminian. The head coach of the Hurricanes is John Frederick. Your officials tonight are Joe Baruco, Reggie Leonard, and Stephen Ives. At this time, fans, would you please rise, direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And John, what's interesting about these two teams, there's only one senior between both teams starting in this ballgame, and that's Gabby Billets. These are two young teams.
Yeah, definitely two young teams. Very good this year, but with great future, too. I mean, you look at the Springfield team, they're starting an 8th grader and a freshman, so
right.
That's a good sign for their future. Then even Mitchell, who's their leading scorer, is only a junior, so
right.
Averaging almost 21 a game. But it's like we talked about in that Wacona game. Does the team that press like to get pressed? So it'll be interesting matchup of styles tonight in this game.
Absolutely. So we're just about ready for the opening tip for Springfield. Alicia Mitchell, the junior, will tip it off against Taylor Garabedian in a big matchup between these two highly ranked Division V squads. And a shot blocked. The putback goes.
Hodge.
And right off the basket.
Nice foul by Hodge.
And man-to-man for Springfield on the defense. And on the turnover, ball goes back to Springfield. They lead it 2-0 here, right out of the gate. And there is the freshman. And they're going to call a foul on the action. And that looks like that's going to go against Alexa Davis. That's the first foul in this ball game, the first on Springfield.
Yeah, Hodge did a nice job breaking that pressure, but then she turned it over.
And a weave action. Sure thought about it for a minute. And she's going to reset the offense here. And the pass thrown away. Well, goes back to Springfield here. Couple early turnovers for Hoosac Valley. And they're showing some pressing action here. And that pass stolen. And Hoosac Valley on the turnover. Into the block to Scalabia. Sure will bring it back out and reset the offense again here. And they're going to call a foul there. That's going to go against Mitchell.
That's definitely not the way Coach Reed wants to see Mitchell get her fouls. I don't think reaching in 25 feet. And they're doing a nice job of just keeping Hoosac outside in the perimeter.
Right.
Got a little impatient on defense there, it seemed like.
And LaShore being guarded by Jala Witherspoon, just an 8th grader. And Garrett Bedian takes it tough to the basket, misses the bunny. And some action in the backcourt. Again, pressure. And the ball this time will go to the Hurricanes on the possession arrow.
That was a strong move by Garrett Bedian, just couldn't get it to fall.
Springfield having a little bit of difficulty with that Hoosac pressure early on here. Scalaba. Jumper for Billets. Doesn't go. And here comes Hodge. With the jumper. Banks it home. And she's got 4. I'm sorry, that was May Davis with the basket. So it's 4-0. Springfield ICS. And again, on the turnover, ball will go back to Springfield.
Yeah, Hoosac's just trying to force a little too much against that sagging man-to-man that Springfield's playing.
Mitchell right to the basket. We're going to call a block there on the shot. And that foul is going to go against Shea. She tried to step in, but was a little bit late there.
Good try by Shea. I mean, that was almost Mitchell's second foul. That was a big call.
So Alicia Mitchell, the junior, averages just a shade under 21 points a game for Springfield. And it's got a nice form.
She really handled the ball nicely against pressure there too. And showed some good skills, not just in the paint, but out in the perimeter.
This is the second, so it's 5-0 Springfield. Garabedian wheels into the Scalaba. This is the short jumper. And the rebound. And again, Davis running the offense here for the Bulldogs. Almost picked off by Shea. And Hodge. Freshman. Her short jumper doesn't go. And almost picked off there in the backcourt.
Saying it during the JV game, you just can't throw those cross-court passes.
Shea goes down the lane, and they're going to call a blocking foul. So she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Tried to set up the offensive foul there, John. It's just a little bit late stepping in there.
Yeah, I've had both teams trying to get that charge, but just not quite in position to draw the charge.
And Shea.
So the one thing in Hoosac's advantage here, though, is that the 3 double-digit scorers for Springfield each have a foul, an early foul here.
Right.
I mean, Hoosac's a little out of sync these first 3 minutes. Not to be unexpected after not playing so few action in the last 3 weeks.
Exactly. Yep. Shea missed them both. So again, Hoosac has yet to score here. At the 4:48 mark of this first quarter, they trail 5-0 to the Bulldogs. And here goes Davis down the lane. Oh, missed the bunny. The putback. Score it.
Mitchell.
For Mitchell. Her first basket, her first hoop. Got 3 points, and it's 7-0 Springfield. Shea gets down the lane. Her shot blocked. And Hodge. Score it. And timeout, Hoosac Valley. As Springfield has come right out here in this first quarter and is pitching a shutout against the Hurricanes. And they lead at 9-0. And you can say they might be a little say, out of sync, so to speak, having sat out and not really played anything of substance over the last 18 days.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Springfield is definitely playing a very composed game offensively and defensively and handling the pressure well. They've got 2 baskets off of offensive rebounds. They're just doing all the little things right so far. And I think, it's fair to say, I think Hoosac's a little out of sync in the first 4 minutes here. They haven't played in a while, so this is going to be important. They can weather this first quarter storm and stay in this game.
Right.
I'm really impressed with the way that number 1 Hodge, the freshman, handles the ball against Hoosac's pressure. They haven't they've turned it over 3 times, and both teams have turned it over 3 times so far. But it certainly has been impressive to watch the way the freshman handles the basketball. And then they also have good contributions from Davis coming back, number 22, and handling the basketball against pressure as well. Both Davis and Mitchell, their 2 forwards, have shown a good ability to control the basketball as well. And I think Hoosac, they've gotten the ball inside a couple of times. They got to finish.
Yep.
They just got to get one to fall, and they'll be fine.
All right, Hoosac will inbound the ball here. A little bit of pressure there by Springfield. And Scalaba's shot is blocked by Mitchell. Almost stolen out front there by LaSure.
She's tough. She's always got her hands on the basketball, putting good pressure on the point. Hoosac could use a turnover right now.
And the putback doesn't go. And here comes Shea. Here's the breakout for Hoosac Valley. Nice pass to LaSure, but they can't get it to go once again, and a foul by Shea. So
it's 2 on her.
Boy, there is a lid on the basket for Hoosac Valley here with 3:37 to go in this opening period.
See if they get a little boost from bringing in Capiello and Meswar here for Hoosac.
Yep. And there's this open basket right there. Score it for Pierce.
A great pass by Davis.
11-0 Springfield. They are really got Hoosac Valley on their heels. And the ball knocked away out front.
Tough thing now is, like you mentioned earlier, too, is that Hoosac's got the ball inside a couple of times, and now we got Mitchell in there to kind of swat it away, and that's going to make it even more tough to finish for Hoosac.
You got a freshman and an 8th grader in the backcourt for Springfield. And there's that cross pass there for Billets. And she misses the up and under. And here comes Mitchell. And score it. There it is. In tight. She is a handful. On that block, she's got 5 points, and it's Springfield with a 13-0 lead. Meswar steps back, misses their 3 ball. Billets misses the shot. And here comes Springfield. They got numbers. Oh, and there's a hard foul there. That'll go against Meswar with 2:15 to go in this first quarter. It has been all Springfield ICS.
Yeah, Alicia Mitchell's really exerting her force on both ends of the court. She has some big blocks on the defensive end. She's got 5 points on the offensive end.
Down the lane, goes in and out. Mitchell putback doesn't go. And she is star and score it. Mitchell with the basket and a chance for a 3-point play here with 2:07 to go in this first quarter. It's all Springfield. Garabedian. Ball thrown away. Billets, jumper, score! And Hoosac Valley gets on the scoreboard here with 1:40 to go in this first quarter. And again, and that pass is stolen. Oh, that's a big call.
2 fouls on Mitchell.
Yeah, that's going to go against Mitchell. She went over the back.
Back-to-back good plays by Gabby Billets to get the first hoop, and then also playing great defense and getting a second foul on Mitchell.
Aaron Capello inside the Meswar, score it! And so now Hoosac Valley has a couple baskets here. And they lead it, and they trail here, and a foul on Meswar. And that's going to be her second, and that'll be the 5th on the team. With 1:18 to go here in this first quarter. Mitchell going to have to take a seat.
It's a good sub by Coach Reed to get her out with 1:18 left in the first quarter.
Right. And pass is tipped away, and Billets runs it down, so Hoosac Valley has the ball on the turnover. From the corner, that 3 ball doesn't go. Meswar, there's a sure step back, misses her 3. And the ball stolen away, and a foul on a rebounding action. And that's going to go against the 8th grader, Jala Witherspoon. So Witherspoon picks up her first foul, and again, Scalaba back into the game for Meswar, who has to sit with 2 fouls. Garabedian down the lane, shot blocked, and stay with Hoosac Valley. 26 on the shot clock. 48 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Billets a step back jumper. It doesn't go. On the rebounding action. And they're going to call a foul in the backcourt against Scalaba. And that will be the 6th team foul on Hoosac Valley. So they'll be in the penalty.
This game's starting to resemble a JV game a little bit with the fouling.
Exactly. Step back. Good for 3. The 8th grader banks at home. And just like that, it's 18-4. Springfield. Billets thought about it. Garabedian steps back and misses the 3 shot. And it's going to go to over to Springfield with 8 seconds to go.
You know, when the shots are falling like they are for Springfield right now, the bank goes in for them. The bank doesn't go in for Hoosac.
Right.
Sometimes you're just getting, you're getting those breaks too. That was help.
Right. There it is. That's going to do it for the first quarter of play. And what a first quarter it's been for Springfield as they lead it here after 18-4. And John, they came right out of the blocks.
Yeah, Springfield was ready to play. They came out, got 7 points from Mitchell, 4 from Davis. You got 3 from Witherspoon. They just had good balanced scoring out of their starters and off the bench, and really showing why they're the 3rd-ranked team in the state.
Yeah, no question about it. And they create a lot of mismatches, especially underneath with Mitchell. She's quite an athlete. She handles the ball pretty well. She moves well. So she creates a lot of issues offensively and defensively.
Yeah, she's impressive on both ends of the court. She rebounds the basketball well. We talked about that first foul, though, that reach-in foul out on the perimeter, and that, unfortunately for her, set her up for her second foul that's going to sit her on the bench for a little bit. But, given their head 18-4, I'm sure Coach Reed's going to sit her for a little bit and try to avoid getting her 3rd foul in the first half. On the other hand, Hoosac has 2 quick fouls for Hannah Shea and Emma Meswar, who are 2 of their important kind of energy players. So it's tough to lose them off the court in a game like this where you're having trouble putting the ball in the hoop. So it's going to be important that, Lashura's got to get going for them, and Garabedian, who were both held scoreless in the first half. first quarter. I'm sorry.
All right, we're about ready to go here in the second quarter. Springfield will inbound the ball. For Springfield, Sarah Pierce, the junior, back into the game.
With this lineup in the game for Springfield right now, you can see Hoosac's got a really clear height advantage. They got to try to take advantage of that. Get some stops, get some baskets.
And there's a foul by Scalaba, and that's going to send to the line Alana Chambers, just a 7th grader. So you've got out there a 7th grader, an 8th grader, and a freshman.
It's impressive for Springfield. The youth are playing in this game, and they're playing well. Now Shalaba's also got her second foul, and Springfield's going to be in the 1-on-1 the rest of the first half.
And Garabedian with the 2-point shot.
It's a big basket for Taylor Garabedian. Set her feet, knocked it down, and who's going to need her to get going scoring in the second quarter?
On jumper, good.
For Witherspoon.
Yep. The 8th grader is lighting it up here for Springfield. Rebound doesn't go. Billets on the rebound, puts it up and misses the short one. The putback is good. So Gabby Billets has a chance now to make a 3-point play, and they needed that hoop.
Yeah, definitely. The last 2 possessions, Billets and Garabedian have stepped up and scored for Hoosac, and they're going to need more of that.
And she misses the foul shot. Hoosac Valley 0 for 3 from the foul line. And they're going to call a foul in there. And that's going to go against Capial. That's going to put Witherspoon on the line, shooting a 1-on-1 here. That's the 8th team foul. So
18 fouls for Hoosac, and they got 4 players with 2 each: Capiello, Shea, Meswar, and Shalaba.
And Witherspoon is perfect there. Impressive 8th grader. This one doesn't go, but on the rebound, they get the back, and she doesn't get it to go.
Chambers, another player, number 13, that's coming in. She's a 7th grader. She's keeping the ball alive on the boards.
Right. Yep.
Not showing any fear. They're all playing with a lot of confidence.
The middle of the ad, they're going to call an offensive foul on Billets now. I believe that's her second.
They've only got her for 1. Let's see if that's.
Let's see yeah, you're right. Only 1. So
it's a great play by Sarah Pierce to step in and take that charge. Gabby's really taking charge on the boards, and she did a great job to slow her down there.
And that pass stolen by LeSure. She's going to go end that, man. She's going to go to the line. No, they're going to wave that off. But that's going to be the 7th team foul. So that's going to put LeSure on the line, shooting a 1-on-1 now for Hoosac. So both teams in the penalty.
And that's a big foul. It's the second one on Hodge, the point guard, for the freshman point guard for Springfield. See, GMR's come in, number 2 for Springfield, who played some good minutes in the JV game.
Yes. Yep. And back in Mitchell for Springfield. So LaSure makes the first foul shot of the day for Hoosac Valley. They're now 1 for 4 from the line. But the second one rattles out, and Mitchell right there to clean up the boards. And a nice pass and score it.
Witherspoon at 9 points now.
She's having a nice first half. And that cross-court pass is almost picked off. Hoosac Valley able to recover it. Shot blocked.
Mitchell back in the game.
Yeah, you
Block
have
shot.
to be aware of her. That's no question about it. She's got long arms, and she presents a real challenge underneath that basket. Step back. Doesn't go. For Haley McNeese. And they're going to call a whistle out top. Travel.
Interesting move by the Springfield coach to bring Mitchell back in. They're up
Right.
25-9. She's got 2 fouls. This is a little bit of a risky move to get her a chance of getting that 3rd foul before the half.
Billitson shot blocked. And the putback. And they're going to go to the line on the foul. So that's going to put McNeese on the line.
It's going to be 2 on Davis.
Right. So both teams getting in a little bit of foul trouble here. And Hoosac Valley just continues to be cold from the line. Now 1 for 6 from the foul line. With 5:13 to go here in this first half. It's a missed them both.
Wow.
25-9, Springfield. There's a step back jumper, no good this time. And Garabedian gonna wheel it into the front court. And from the corner, good for 3. Boy, Hoosac Valley needed that. Capello, and there's a steal, and that's gonna put Hoosac Valley on the line. That's the 19th foul. And so.
It's a nice hustle by Marin Capiello.
Yeah. So Capiello, she's going to go to the line now and shoot a 1-and-1. Both teams with 19 fouls. Both teams will be in a double penalty on the next foul. And she gets it to roll. 25-13. Misses the second one, and nice rebound there. And here comes Springfield ICS with numbers. No, and they're going to call over the top. Oh boy, and that is a big foul. That is against Mitchell. Against Mitchell on the foul. That's 3 team fouls, and boy.
That's a tough call on Mitchell there.
Yeah. Yeah, just missed that one. And LaSure gonna wheel it out again. And now LaSure's gonna go to the line, and she's gonna shoot too.
That's 2 on Witherspoon.
Right, double penalty the rest of the way here. 4:14 to go in this first half. So some foul trouble a little bit here for Springfield, as they have the commanding lead. And, you know, Coach Reed for Springfield, he gambled and lost with Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough foul. She's got 3, Hodges 2, Davis has 2. They're both double-digit scorers, and Witherspoon, who's got 9 tonight, has 2. So out of their 9 fouls, they've come on their 4 key players for Springfield. And now let's see if Hoosac can take advantage. Capiello just had a quick 4 points. They got them to 25-13. So with 4:14 left in the first half. This is a good opportunity for Hoosac to try to make a little bit of a run, get this lead under double digits, go into halftime with some momentum to come out to go with the third quarter. So this is a key 4-minute stretch for Hoosac Valley to get back in this game.
Well, you can catch up on all the high school basketball weekly every week on High School Basketball Weekly, shown Thursday nights at 7:30, Saturday morning 10 o'clock, and Sunday evening at 7. And this week, the high school game we have following High School Basketball Weekly is that thriller between Mount Greylock and Drury Girls. You want to tune in for that one. It was a great one, and we're going to be rebroadcasting that immediately following High School Basketball Weekly.
Springfield comes out, I believe they have a senior and 4 junior high school kids out there. So this will be a good stretch to see how they handle the pressure.
Exactly. Oh, that's a nice play. And they're going to call a travel. Like you said, John, it's an amazing thing. This is a very, very, very young Springfield team that's on the floor right now.
They're really going to handle some pressure here. It's going to be a key stretch in this basketball game to see how they handle it against Hoosac, because momentum's definitely on the Hurricane side right now.
And they're going to call a travel on Garabedian. 25-15, Springfield with the 10-point lead. 3:54 to go in this first half. Jada Polk, the only senior on this team handling the ball, and on the foul, Witherspoon will go to the line, and she's going to shoot a pair. And she's had an impressive first half, the 8th grader for Springfield.
Hey, nice composure by Polk to get her the basketball, and a real strong drive to the basket by Witherspoon. And Nice picked up her first foul.
Some impressive young players for Springfield here. She missed them both.
Both teams struggling from the line.
There's that cross-court pass you're talking about, Chad.
You just can't do that against these teams. They're so good at anticipating the ball in the air. And then the other thing is the players are just waiting for the ball. You can't do that. That was a break for Hoosac not to lose that basketball.
And that backdoor play to the short.
That's a great set play by Coach Freck, setting that back screen for LaSure, and a nice finish inside.
Oh, it's down to an 8-point lead. 25-17 here, approaching the 3-minute mark of this first half. Hoosac Valley trying to climb back in.
No, very impressive by Hoosac. They didn't lose their composure getting down early, and now they're right back in this basketball game.
And Billets has to be careful. And from behind, almost stolen away. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, they're going to call a foul on the floor.
That was a little mystery
kind
call
of
there.
a delayed call there. So that's going to put on the line.
7th grader, GMRs.
Yep. We saw her in the JV action. She misses it.
That was interesting calling LaSure. She was on the ground.
Right.
Got knocked to the ground, and they called a foul on her after she got knocked to the ground.
Oh, Rattles out. Break for Hoosac Valley.
Or missed free throws.
Yep, they've missed now 4 in a row. Garabedian. Oh, nice play, but couldn't complete the pass. Good look underneath, and here comes Springfield. Mars into that front court. Long three-pointer rattles out, and we'll go over to Hoosac Valley with 2:12 to go in this first half.
A good look by Hodge, just couldn't get it to fall.
Right. Looking to back it in. Shea to the basket, up and under, score, wow.
It's a great move by Hannah Shea. Nice composure to get the player in the air and finish.
Down to a 6-point lead for Springfield, 25-19. Nice move up and under there by Hodge. She has 6 points.
It's a big basket. Springfield needed that one.
Here comes the short down the lane. Can't make it. Billets fouls.
It's a great rebound and foul by Gabby Billets.
27-21. And they're going to call a foul. And Hoosac Valley really has had some difficulty getting back on defense here.
Yeah, just seemed like nobody knew who the head Hodge there. I mean, she drove uncontested right through the lane.
And she's going to go to the line, the freshman, and shoot a pair. Both teams in the double penalty. A lot of fouls in this first half. And Hodge sinks it.
I was going to say a lot of fouls and a lot of missed free throws.
A lot of missed free throws, really, by both teams here. With 1:16 to go in the first half. But she drains them both. And back to an 8-point Springfield lead. 29-21. And I'm going to call travel. Good pressure defense there by Springfield. Gets the turnover. With 1:11 to go. And the pass stolen away. Shea. Thought about, a nice pass there. Underneath the basket. That was a nice, I think Caribbean didn't realize that she was wide open.
Right. That was a great look by Hannah Shea.
Wasn't it?
Really
It was a really good pass.
Right. I think Caribbean's just been so used to seeing those big bodies behind her that she's just made to be open for a change.
And they continue to struggle from the foul line. Five for 12 from the foul line. 22, under a minute to go here with Springfield with a 7-point lead. They're going to have her go one-on-one. And a pass stolen away. And it's almost stolen right back. And now, and they're going to call foul in the backcourt with a bumping action there. Now, really, I know they're complaining, but really, it's a foul in the backcourt. They're blocking fouls there.
Right.
By Mars, a 7th grader, and all she needed to do was back away. So now Shea will go to the line and shoot a couple, and she hits the first.
Right, because they're talking about that she has her hands up, but it's not her hands that are causing the foul, it's her feet because she's not getting in front of her.
28 seconds to go here in this first half. Shea made them both and cuts it to a 5-point Springfield lead.
Springfield can hold for the last shot here. See if they can do that or if they give Hoosac another opportunity.
Hodge looks and going to take it to the basket. And they're looking to kill time. 8 seconds now.
Yeah,
and they're going to call a double dribble. Yeah. With 6.8 seconds to go. So Hoosac Valley got a shot here.
Good sub by Springfield coach to get Hodge out there with 2 fouls.
And here comes LaSure. And a step back shot. Doesn't go at the buzzer. And that's going to do it for a first half of play. We're at halftime here, and the score is Springfield 29 and Hoosac 24. And John, it was a very interesting first half indeed, as Springfield came out firing on all cylinders, and at one point they had a 15-point lead in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, for Hoosac Valley down 15-0 early, it was certainly a good effort to get themselves back in this basketball game. They didn't lose their composure. They played hard. They got some good minutes from Gabby Billets coming in 6 points. Also, I thought key point was Marion Capiello coming in and giving 4 points to cut the deficit when they really needed some big baskets. And, of course, the foul trouble for both teams, but especially for Springfield, with Mitchell having 3 fouls, as well as Davis and Hodge and Witherspoon, their 4 top scorers, are all in some foul trouble here, and the key will be in the second half. Can they play the game without fouling? Because their coach is talking about, their hands are up, but even though your hands are up, you can foul with your body, and that's what they're doing. They're just not getting in front of the Hoosac players, and they're riding them, and the referees are calling this game tight both ways. So teams have to adjust the way referees are going to officiate the game, and they're not letting this game get out of hand, but you got to give them credit for doing that.
Okay, we're at halftime here at Hoosac Valley. The score at halftime is Springfield ICS 29, Hoosac Valley 24. We're going to be back with a recap of the first half scoring and second half action. This is Tim Morey alongside of John Franzoni. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back here at halftime at Hoosac Valley High School. The score, Springfield ICS 29, Hoosac Valley 24. And John, issues talking about the first half. First off is foul trouble, a little bit of foul trouble for Springfield ICS.
Right, I mean, in the first half, they jump out to the big lead. They're up, and then their big players start getting fouls. Witherspoon has 2, Mitchell has 3, Hodge has 2, and Davis has 2. And in terms of scoring, Witherspoon has 9, Mitchell 7, Hodge 6, and Davis 4. So you can see that's 26 of their 29 points, and all the 4 of those players have some foul trouble. So how are those players going to navigate the second half? It's going to be a big key for Springfield. And great balance for Hoosac. Billets has 6, 4 for Shea, 5 for LaSure, 3 for Garabedian. I think the key is going to be getting Garabedian untracked a little bit here. She had a little bit of a rough first half. They're going to need her to score some points for Hoosac. And Billets has been a real spark. She's been tough off the boards. She's been influential in getting Mitchell in foul trouble. So how do these teams play the first few minutes of the second half is going to be a key in the third quarter.
Yeah, so Hoosac Valley inbound the ball first here to start the second half. They trail by 5, 29-24, a matchup of 2 Division 5 powers in the state of Massachusetts. And there's LaSure down the lane. Again, misses a bunch. She's missed a few, and she may be a little bit influenced there by the presence of Mitchell, and ball thrown away.
Yeah, quick turnover by Springfield. That was a great set play out at halftime by Coach Frederick. That's been one thing Hoosac's had trouble finishing inside in this game.
And Garabedian works the ball up right down the lane. Again, had the angle to the basket, unable to finish.
Just got to just take a little more time and just set themselves and go up strong. They're like you. I think you made a great point. They're looking for Mitchell. They're worried about where she is, and they got to just go up strong.
And right to the basket, and they're going to call a blocking foul there, as Shea was a little late getting there.
It's going to be her third.
And that's now 3 on her. So both teams in foul trouble, and that's going to put Davis on the line to shoot a pair of free throws for Springfield.
And from the 2 games I've seen, Shea is such a key player for Hoosac. She gives them a real spark. I mean, she had 4 points in that run in the second quarter, but it's going to be important for her to stay out of foul trouble.
Just a front rim. Oh, Mitchell misses it. Put back is good. Alicia Mitchell. And right that we're back to an 8-point lead.
And Mitchell's very composed in there when she gets the ball, too. There's no rush. She goes up strong and finishes.
Lava. Hoosac Valley. Shea wheels down the lane. Short jumper. No good, and it's going to stay with Hoosac Valley. And 7 on the shot clock as that had no rim. Right into the 2. And goes Shore on the unbounce play. And she's got her second basket of the game. She's got 7 now. And it's back to a 6-point Springfield lead. And there's David Mitchell. Oh, nice three-pointer again by Witherspoon. That's her third three-pointer of this ball game, the 8th grader.
She's got a nice stroke from the three-point line, sets her feet, and it's like a layup.
And Hoosac Valley cannot answer. And here comes Springfield. They have the numbers. And score for Hodge.
That's a great look by Davis.
And it's a back to 11-point lead here. 6:02 to go in this third quarter. And rattles it home.
We talked about the first few minutes of the second half, and Springfield's come out on a 9-2 run.
Yep. 38-26, Springfield. Here in the third quarter. Garabedian for 3. Oh boy, that's a big shot.
That's a big basket over Garabedian. If Hoosac can get her going, they're going to be tough in the second half.
And she cuts the Springfield lead to 9. No good on the shot. Good blocks out there. And Hoosac Valley comes away with the rebound.
Well, it's a great box out by Gabby Billets there, keeping Mitchell off the boards.
Garabedian all the way to the basket. Oh boy, this is going to be a big call, John. Oh, they call it on Mitchell. Oh, that's a huge, huge call in this ball game.
That's a tough call on Mitchell. But good attack by Garabedian. She really took it to her, forced the issue with the contact.
All right. Garabedian gets the first. She's got one more here. 5:21 to go. Mark that out. Mitchell is going to have to sit down. She's got 4 fouls. And Garabedian made them both, so it's back now to a 7-point lead. Hoosac Valley stemming that. Witherspoon. Oh, it was halfway down and came out. The 8th grader. Nice stroke there. And ahead to Garabedian. The putback she missed. The putback is good for Billets.
Hoosac Valley taking over on the offensive glass.
Down to 5. And they're going to call a kick. That actually was a good play there.
The kick save by Billets there, huh?
Boy. In the third quarter, they have the 5-point lead. Hoosac Valley trying to crawl back in. Down the lane, and a foul is going to go against Billets. And that's going to be 3 on Gabby Billets, I believe. Unless I'm wrong, I think it's 3.
I think
No,
I have
only
2.
2. Okay, I keep giving her the extra foul.
Good for Hoosac there.
I have to listen to you. All right.
They need her on the court, though. It's only 2 fouls on her. She's having a great game tonight.
Right. Witherspoon gets them both. Gets it back to a 7-point Springfield lead with 4:40 to go here in this third quarter.
It's 14 points for Witherspoon, the 8th grader.
There There's the weaving action. Billets with a putback, score it. She just willed that in.
Yeah, she's dominating on the boards right now. It's a key stretch for Gabby Billets.
Almost stolen away. And Hoosac Valley picking up the pressure. Billets ahead to LaSure. And nothing doing there.
So nice play by Davis not to get her third foul.
Wild action here. That shot blocked by Billets. On the floor. Score it on the loose ball. That one's going to go to the senior, Jada Polk. Back to a 7-point Springfield lead. And they can't square it away. And the tie-up, it will go over to Springfield.
It's been a tough game inside for Hoosac. They've had a lot of second chance passes, but they've had a lot of bunnies like that they've missed.
Exactly. 3:30 to go.
The tough thing about those are, I mean, they're making great passes. They get those looks. Those are just deflating for a team when they don't go in.
Right.
But, you know, they keep battling back, and they're 7 points down. I mean,
yeah.
Springfield gives them a great knockout blow to start the second half, and Hoosac just keeps battling back.
That pass almost stolen. And, oh, nice play. Oh, that's excellent.
Hodge with a great look to Davis.
And we're back to a 9-point lead and a foul on that.
And now she got her third foul.
Oh, boy. So that's 3 on Hodge. That's big.
That was Davis, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Davis. And that's 3 on Davis. With 3:14 to go in this third quarter. And a second team foul. Hoosac Valley here. Trails by 9, 44-35. Ball into Garabedian down the lane. She misses the bunny. The putback is no good. Boy, they can't convert on those bunnies, John. You said they have missed a lot of good shots.
It's got to be close to double digits, and the number of shots inside that they've missed. And they've got to really start finishing them.
Yeah. Abby Slava has her first points of the contest.
On a positive note, they're making their free throws in the third quarter, so that's been a key to staying in this basketball game.
Well, back to a 7-point game here. 44-37, 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Uh-oh, this could be a turnover. Garabedian on the hustle. Again, the putback, score it.
Great foul by LaSure, and a great hustle play by Garabedian to keep that play alive.
44-39, 5-point Springfield lead now. And this has been a high-intensity game by both squads. And I'm going to call foul. Scalava will get that one on the floor. That'll be the 4th team foul.
It's 3 on Schlaba.
And
it's amazing how many times when a team knows they're going to get a backcourt violation, they don't go after the ball, and that's what happened there. The Springfield player knew she was going to get a turnover,
right,
but she didn't hustle, and Garabedian did a great job of hustling, keeping it alive, and then it led to a LaSure basket. Just great hustle by Hoosac.
8th grader down the lane, doesn't go. Garabedian squares it away with the rebound. And she's going to rush it into the front court. Finds Caviello off the side of the backcourt. Not there this time for Marin Capiello. And 2 minutes to go now, third quarter. Davis. Nice setter. Go! She has been impressive. Just an 8th grader has really lit it up from the outside.
Got 17 points now.
And the ball will go over to Springfield. With 1:40 to go, they have the 8-point lead.
And really, Springfield's being led by Witherspoon with 17, but Hodge, a freshman, has 9. Mitchell has 9. So it's a good balance scoring, but also great balance for Hoosac, led by Billets with her 10.
Right.
And Garabedian's got 8.
Steal by Meswar. Across to LaSure. And she lays it in. Nice play there by Meswar.
That's 11 for LaSure now. She's giving him a good spark in the second half.
Down a 6-point lead. 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. And the ball tipped on the floor by Meswar. She is everywhere. The runner doesn't go. Billets. Numbers here now for Hoosac on the other end. Oh, how are they going to call a foul there? Good entry there.
It's 3 on Hodge.
So 53 seconds to go. Hoosac Valley will have the ball underneath their own basket.
Emma Meswar's come in and giving Hoosac some good minutes, coming in for Hannah Shea, really giving a spark here.
Meswar sets it, doesn't get it to go. And they're going to call a tie up there on the rebounding action. And the ball will go with Hoosac Valley on the arrow here.
It's a good battle inside with Davis and Billets. It's both players playing very well.
There is Garabedian. She drains it. This is the closest Hoosac Valley's been in this ball game. Put back, score. Oh, nice.
That was a great touch by Chambers on the pass to Davis.
And a timeout there with 18 seconds to go. And Hoosac Valley trailing here by 6, 49-43. And like you said, it looked like Springfield ICS was going to deliver the knockout blow here, John, but Hoosac Valley kind of gotten back into it and has made a game of it here.
Springfield keeps getting the basket by Witherspoon. They get up to like 8 or 9, but then you come back with a basket by LaSure, Billets, Garabedian. It's good balance by Hoosac to stay in this basketball game, and you can't say enough about the contribution of Emma Meswar with a couple of big steals and tips and just making things happen for Hoosac that's leading to some baskets on the other end of the court. And as we said, you've got to be impressed with these young players from Springfield, just handling the pressure in Hoosac and keeping that lead at 4 or 6 points.
Right.
I think that was a good timeout by Coach Frederick because you want to get this last shot. You don't want to give it back to Springfield with a 6-point lead.
Well, it looked bleak for Hoosac Valley early in this ball game as Springfield ICS came out on a 15-0 run.
Yeah, momentum's really in Hoosac's favor here with the foul trouble that Springfield's facing, but they got to take advantage of it.
Billets down the lane to Garabedian, doesn't go, and then there's the foul by Meswar. So now Springfield can have the final shot here. 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And a foul on top by LaSure. That'll be the 16th foul with 7.2 seconds to go. That's her second. And everybody's got a bunch of fouls in this one, John.
Certainly do. It's going to come down to free throws again, the way the fouls are starting to pick up.
And a long three-pointer. Go!
Grader with a big basket for Springfield.
And just like that, Springfield is back to a 9-point lead. And, you know, it's John, you're talking about this. They have gotten just tremendous contributions out of their 7th, 8th, and 9th graders in this game.
Really, in that quarter, I mean, between Witherspoon, who had 8 points, Chambers with that big 3 to finish out this quarter, and some big baskets in there from Hodge. it's just amazing the contribution that Springfield gets from junior high school players in a real tough physical high school basketball game.
Absolutely.
And then just making the smart heady plays. Now Hoosac called a timeout with 18 seconds left when the player was trapped in the corner. Good move by Coach Frederick, but then his team took a quick shot when they could have held for the last. Garabini had a nice drive to the basket. It's unfortunate it didn't go, but then it leads to the 3 by Springfield. Now a 6-point lead goes to 9.
Right.
And that's big in this basketball game right now because Hoosac keeps cutting it down, but it's cutting down from 9 instead of cutting down from 6 or 4 to 2. So they can't quite get it down to that one possession game, and that would really put the pressure on Springfield. They can do that in the fourth quarter. It also allows Springfield to keep Mitchell on the bench a little longer, too.
All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. It's Springfield ICS with that 9-point lead, and that freshman and 8th grade, 7th grader out there right now. Witherspoon drives it to the basket. That shot doesn't go. Here's Davis. And a rebound by Meswar. And her pass going away. And a shot blocked, but they're going to put her at the line.
And a good strong move by GMR's, the 7th grader.
Exactly. He took it hard to the basket. And that's the 3rd foul on Gabby Billets. So GMR's will shoot a pair from the foul line here. And she misses the first one. Big miss there. So everyone's important now with 7:18 to go in this one. And she drains in that second one. So now it's 10-point lead. Oh. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. And so the ball will go back to Springfield with 7:15 to go in this ball game. Hard to the basket. And they're going to call. Oh, that's on Davis.
That's 4 on her.
Yeah. She went over the back there. And they're going to call travel on the turnover now.
These are big possessions here coming on. Hoosac's trying to cut into this lead, and Springfield's doing a good job of using some clock on every possession now.
Right. And the shot. Good!
Witherspoon is 5 for 6 from the three-point line.
There's a steal down the lane. 12-point lead for, and a foul. And it's going to block. Boy, she has had a fabulous night from the field. Unofficially, I have her for 20 points.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Outstanding game here for the 8th grader who has just lit it up.
Just the composure she plays with. I mean, she catches the ball, she's very relaxed with it, and knocks them down.
And she has a real nice stroke from the perimeter.
And really, I mean, you come out in the first minute and a half of the fourth quarter, it was a big 3 at the end of the third, made it a 9-point game, and now they've extended it out to a 12-point lead, and that's, lessening that stress on Springfield to bring in their big player in the middle so she can sit for a little longer.
So 6:29 to go here. We got a 12-point lead for Springfield, 55-43, and Hoosac Valley at 1 point had in this third quarter had this game down to 4 points. The lead down to 4, and Springfield as equally composed, really, as Hoosac Valley can in this one. You know, like you said, those young players have never got rattled.
No, they haven't. I mean, Hoosac's got it down to 4, like you mentioned, and they had the momentum going, but Springfield just answers with real composed, good offensive possessions. And now it's going to be key for Hoosac to get a basket here and get into some of their pressure.
And Garabedian bet to the strong to the basket. Will go to the line, shoot a pair.
That was a nice possession for Hoosac. Good drive by Taylor Garabedian. Right. Now she got to knock these free throws down and get Hoosac into their defense. Taylor Garabedian's 3 for 3 from the line in the second half.
It's that one, so. Oh, and there's the leak out. That's Witherspoon, boy. Leaked away. And back to a 13-point lead. Step back, doesn't go. Put back by LeSure, doesn't go. Garabedian will finish it off.
Foul by Garabedian.
(57-46), 5:45 to go in the ball game. And a steal by Billets. To McNeese. They find Billets on the block. And Billets takes it, start of the basket. A power move to the basket now, and she
12 points for Billets.
For 12, and now we're back to a 9-point Springfield lead. She can cut it to 8, and she does. So 5:18 to go. The question is, does Hoosac Valley have one more run left in them? We'll see with 5:12 to go.
A little quick with the shot there by GMRs. That's,
right.
I don't think that's a shot they want there.
And the ball stolen away on the pressure. Wild shot there. A little quick, you said, John. And the clock.
That's really the first time I think Springfield's shown their youth a little bit with a couple of quick shots there.
Well, they call a foul there.
Puts Garabedian on the line.
And she goes back to the 1-1. Now the question is, can she make them? The clock is off here with 5:02.
Right, from this point on, Hoosac's going to shoot 2 free throws over the last 5 minutes of this basketball game. So this is important for them to make these shots.
And the question is, when will Coach Reed go to Alicia Mitchell, who's sitting on a bench with 4 fouls? No good. Billets.
Ooh, jump ball.
Gonna call it jump ball. So Hoosac Valley gets it on the possession arrow. And Garabedian gets the ball in here and resets. A full shot clock for Hoosac Valley. And they thought they were looking for Billets. Good defense. And cannot convert it, so turnover will go.
It's a nice steal by Alana Chambers. Just led Hodge a little too much on that leak out, but Hoosac's got the ball, chance to cut it down to a 4 or 5 point game.
Meswar into the front court. Wheels away. Step back. Doesn't go. Billets. And they're going to call a holding foul. And like you said, John, now Hoosac Valley, they go to the line and they're going to shoot 2 every foul. So,
Hey, Gabby Billis, I mean, we don't have a rebounding stat here, but she's got to have close to 20 rebounds.
yeah, she's really been a force on the boards. And Alicia Mitchell going to step back, come back into the game.
4:32 left. Let's see how long she can play with those 4 fouls. You got her with 4 fouls. You also have Davis on the court with 4 fouls.
Yeah, she gets 1 or 2. We're down with 6-point lead again. Oh, here comes Springfield. They have the lead and the ball with 4:25 to go in this ball game.
Who's done a nice job? They've kept them on 57 for a while now. Some big stops. Now Witherspoon.
Long.
Witherspoon.
And now she's
And Davis
out.
fouled out.
And Meswar goes to the line, and with 4:08 to go, is going to shoot 2 shots. She fouls out. But really, that's really been the story of this game. The 8th grader, Jella Witherspoon.
25 points. Tremendous game for Witherspoon.
And like you said, six for 7.
Right. She is.
There, and she missed them both. They're all big at this point. Looking for Mitchell. Mitchell's shot doesn't go. The putback doesn't go. And smartly, they want to bring it back out. And they're willing to run some clock here. A block there. Nice play. Doesn't go. That's been the story of this game. Really, Hoosac Valley has had a number of close shots, just could not put it down.
That's been the key to this basketball game. Those missed inside shots for Hoosac, missed free throws. And then obviously we've talked about Witherspoon a lot, but a lot of Chambers has played a great game for off the bench for Springfield. She only got 4 points, but she has a ton of rebounds and steals and really has kept the ball alive on the offensive backboard.
Very good point, man. Very, very good point.
And it leads to some free throws for Miss Witherspoon.
With Mitchell in foul trouble, she has really been the story in this game.
27 points.
And a call a travel on that action with 2:59 to go here. So it's an 11-point Springfield lead.
I give Hoosac credit, though. They just keep coming.
And it cannot finish. It just, and there's a foul on Billets. That'll be her 4th. And that will put.
You got to give Mitchell credit there, too. She did a good job of avoiding that 5th foul.
Absolutely.
And if she gets it there with 3 minutes left,
Yeah.
and with Davis already out, they never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And there's Chambers again. Tough call in there.
Right. 11-point lead for Springfield. 2:49 to go. Carabedian doesn't get that 3 to go, and then a foul
It's
on
5 on
Billets, and that's going to be it for her. Yeah, she's going to foul out on the rebounding action. And Gabby Billets will sit down. She had an enormous night. She finishes with 14 points unofficially, but boy, she had a big night on the board.
She definitely had a double-double. She had at least 15, 20 rebounds in there along with her 14 points and really kept Hoosac in this basketball game.
And Mitchell.
Gives Mitchell 10 for the night with that free throw.
And Coach Ian Downey here for Drury tonight, watching Springfield ICS. They've got him again, and boy, he's got an eyeful tonight.
Yeah, tremendous balance by the Springfield
Right.
team. Definitely going to be a handful for Drury when they play them in February.
So 2:33 to go. The score is Springfield 63 and Hoosac Valley 51. And just to remind you, coming up in a couple of weeks, we will be up at Drury High School for the live Valley and Drury. And we also have a special edition of High School Basketball Weekly, which we'll be showing live right before that game. You can join yours truly. Coach Franzoni and Rick Bull will all be there for that one, a live broadcast on channel 1302 on February 15th. That's always a great event when Hoosac and Drury boys match up in any sport, no less basketball. I think that game's going to have a lot of significance for the state tournament at the end of the season. So make sure if you can't get to the game in person, tune in on channel 1302, February 15th.
Always fun.
And now here's Hoosac. They have the ball, and that pass,
Chambers.
almost stolen away.
She's just always.
Eighth grade, and LaSure right to the basket and score. Quick basket there.
Gives LaSure 13 points.
And in the backcourt to 10 points, Springfield lead. They're going to run clock. And they're going to call a foul, and that's kind of unfortunate at this point. If you're going to do that, you got to foul early.
Right. Ayanna Hodges has real tremendous composure and strong with the basketball. She's done a great job running the point for Springfield, getting the basketball in the scorer's hands and not turning it over, most importantly.
And that first one rattles out.
And like a good point guard, she makes her free throw. She's 3 for 4 now.
Right. Yes, she got the second. And she's, as you said, played a composed, good game. There's a three-point shot by LaSure, goes off. And here's the breakout. And she's going to just back it out, and that's a smart play.
She's smart. She's not going to make that forced pass, although she forced one there. So.
LaSure scores it.
And that cuts it down. A trap in the corner.
And there's a foul there by Capello.
I think Hodge might have called a timeout first.
Yep.
And she shows tremendous composure for a ninth grader.
Absolutely. All of these young ladies for Springfield. Witherspoon, 8th grader, along with Mars, the 7th grader, Hodge, the freshman. They have done a fabulous job for Coach Reed in Springfield.
Yeah, you can't say enough about Chambers, her efforts. You got Witherspoon, you got Mars. Just just tough minutes for 7th, 8th graders in a play. Like Garabedian and Lashur and Billets just keep coming after him. But every time Hoosac makes a run, seems like Weatherspoon knocks down a big three or Chambers makes a big rebound and steal. Sorry, at 6, 8, 10 points.
And she lost. Goes back to Hoosac. They have a 9-point deficit they have to make up.
Big possession. Need to get down to 7 or 6 here for Hoosac. Happy yellow.
And almost. Foul. She made the first of 2.
Now 5 or 6 from the free throw line.
And she gets the second.
6 for 7.
Back to 8 here, the minute 7 to go.
So 2 huge free throws are out there. Hoosac cuts it to 6.
And Scalava loses the ball with a minute 1 to go here. And there's not turned over. Yeah.
Witherspoon with a miss.
Yeah, that's been a rarity tonight. And the shot is blocked by Meshwar. And that's going to do it, I think. She's going to foul out. I believe, yeah. That's going to be 5 for.
It's a nice block by Mitchell there, again getting the foul.
So Mitchell goes to the line. She hasn't played a lot tonight. She's been in foul trouble.
Still got 10 points, but she's played probably less than half of this game.
Yeah.
Good teams make their free throws, and that's a 4 for 4.
Absolutely. Garabedian. It just wasn't meant to be tonight. John, she's missed a ton of them.
It's not their night inside.
Ball on the floor and tied up. It'll go over to Springfield with 25 seconds to go, and they have the 10-point lead. And they got out to a big lead early, John.
That's a key. I mean, they got the big lead. Who's going to back off here?
Hoosac Valley made runs at them, and much to the credit of this young team, they would not fold up under that pressure, and they have really put on a performance here. They deserve this victory, no question about it. They played a great game.
It was impressive to come in here and play Hoosac Valley, who's won 8 in a row. Take their best punches Hoosac could give them and come out with a 10-point win. That's a tremendous win for Springfield. Got to give them a lot of credit.
No question about it, John. This has been a very big victory, and this is a happy Springfield ICS crowd. They know they came in here. This is a solid Hoosac Valley squad, as is Springfield, and this is a huge win for them in terms of ratings and rankings. It'll definitely help them solidify their position in the tournament power rankings for the state tournament.
As you mentioned, they were ranked 3rd coming into this basketball game. This is only going to help them improve. As you mentioned, the last 10-plus years, this has been the measuring point for teams in Western Mass. How do you do when you come up to Cheshire? That's a great win for Springfield.
It certainly is, and of course, the story of this game, John, this youthful backcourt for Springfield, and we talked a lot about Alicia Mitchell, the outstanding center for Springfield ICS. She's averaged 21 points a game, but tonight, with all the foul trouble, it was this very youthful backcourt. The leading scorer and really the leader of the team for Springfield was the 8th grader, Jella Witherspoon.
She did 27 points, just a tremendous job knocking down outside shots. Also, Ayanna Hodge, who had 12 points, just controlled the basketball in the second half. And, I thought the key stretch right there was Capiello hits a 3, knock it down to a 6-point lead with about a minute and a half left. Hodge comes down, controls the basketball for 15, 20 seconds, gets fouled, makes 2 free throws. It's an 8-point game. Hoosac turns it over. Mitchell makes 2 more free throws, and it's back to 10 again. So that was a key, I thought, the composure of Hodge and that final run by Hoosac to control the basketball, make her free throws, and end this basketball game for Springfield.
Well, that's certainly a very happy Springfield ICS squad coming away with a 10-point victory, 68-58 over Hoosac Valley. Hoosac Valley now falls to 8-4. Their 7-game, I believe it was 8-game winning streak, 7 or 8-game winning streak has been snapped now by this one here. And
you don't want to make an excuse for Hoosac. They kept battling tonight. They kept coming after them, but it's tough to play one game in 18 days. That's just not a normal situation in January, and just tough circumstances for Coach Frederick and his team with the weather recently. Only allow them to play one game since they beat Wacona 18 days ago, and they battled though, and they just showed their composure and their character tonight coming back, even when they had a tough, missing free throws, missing inside shots, but they were still in this basketball game right till the last minute.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Hoosac Valley High School. For my broadcast partner, John Franzoni, and our producer tonight, Ryan Palsy, the final score here was Springfield ICS 68, Hoosac Valley 58. We'll see you again down the road. That's it for us here tonight. Good night.